Now you're going to add 25 states. They're going to have an equal footprint size to what AT&T has.
They're not in the same
yes,
footprint.
They are.
They're
It doesn't matter.
It's
the same. It's the same amount. It's almost the same amount of passable addresses. So with that being said, they're going to have a comparable size footprint from a fiber to the prim standpoint to an AT&T with a continued growing lead.
Wait, hold on. We got to fact check that. You got to fact check that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I already have the numbers. Yeah. AT&T's goal is to be at 30 million passed fiber locations in the next few years.
By 2025.
Yes. Frontier is not even. Frontier's like 10 million right now.
Yes.
Yeah. They'll be 10 million by the end of this particular, by the time this particular merger goes through. Right now they're at 7 million is what Verizon reported today. Right. And Verizon
one-third less.
Can you please listen? No, it's not 1/3 less because you just said 30 million. AT&T's goal 30 million by 2025. All right. So if you do the math, Verizon has said they reported 18 million of passable addresses right now, plus 7. Somebody please tell me what that is. What's 18 plus 7? Now, if you're talking about another 3 million by the time this merger is finalized, which is about a year and a half is what Verizon says, Frontier will be at 10 million. Verizon's continuing to grow its Fios footprint within its ILEC footprint. So they'll be, I think they said 500,000 a year or something like that. Yeah. So they'll be at 30 million plus by the time this thing closes. So again, I reiterate, Verizon will have a comparable footprint of fiber to the prim to AT&T plus a more scaled 5G mid-band network than AT&T with more spectrum.
10 million by 2026.
Which is a year and a half from now. They said a year and a half from now is when they expect for this particular merger to be completed, for it to be ratified and approved by all the regulators. Verizon isn't sitting on their hands and not building out Fios in their footprint. They've got 18 million and counting right now. So you're talking about 18 right now plus 7. Then you have 10 million. It goes from 7 to 10 by the end of this merger. Plus, Verizon continues to build in their footprint. So as of today, you got 18 plus 7. That's already comparable to what AT&T has. And Verizon also has more mid-band spectrum that's been deployed in more places, more pops covered than AT&T has. Please tell me how Verizon is somehow not looking to converge. I'm still waiting for you to tell me information on what
converge because they bought Frontier.
They've been saying that. The only thing that you said in the quote that you quoted was that Verizon hasn't seen the level of success that other carriers have, and they shouldn't have because they're behind the 8 ball from the standpoint of they haven't deployed their 5G at the same level and at the same time for the same amount of time as T-Mobile. T-Mobile's been doing this for like 4 years. In AT&T, they've been really, 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 really aggressive in fiber because what else are they going to sell? They got less mid-band spectrum than everybody in the industry. That's why Stanky keeps going to Washington, D.C. begging for a handout.
Okay,
please give me some more.
So
Tell me where I'm being inaccurate. Where am I being inaccurate?
A lot of what you're saying is accurate. The one mistake I want to fix is the total number of fiber passings would add up to about 25 million.
18 plus 7 is what?
I'm just looking at it combined.
Okay, so 25. If at the end of this particular, once everything gets ratified, according to what you have on the screen, it goes from 7 to 10 is what Frontier is saying that they're going to be deploying by the end of this particular ratification period. Verizon continues to build their own Fios footprint. They're 18 million right now. Someone please tell me how they don't get to 30 by the time this particular deal comes to fruition.
They can. That's
of course
very
they can.
tough.
Of course they can.
Yeah.
They're not.
Of course they can.
Man.
So again,
Verizon is the most indebted company in the telecom industry in the United States.
And they still spent $20 billion to purchase Frontier, a company that AT&T wanted as well and got outbid for. Just like they got outbid for mid-band spectrum.
Yeah.
AT&T continues to get AT&T continues to get
need to buy to get to that level that they need to. They will build.
Okay, well, you know what? If that's the case, why do they keep going to Washington, D.C. with their hand out asking for more free spectrum? Let's just be honest with ourselves for a minute. AT&T, we all know they wanted Frontier. They got outbid for that particular asset, and now they are all upset and mad in Dallas, Texas. Like, oh my God, we got out executed again.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, B, I wouldn't count them out for some other fiber play, and I definitely wouldn't count them out for Dish.
Of course not. They've got to do something. I mean, Jesus Christ, they've got to do something.
Yeah, but I wouldn't.
So I don't disagree with you.
You're acting like they're gonna get the scraps.
No, I'm not acting like that at all. What I'm saying is, as of today, based on what we know, they have once again been out executed as it pertains to growing their business from an asset standpoint. They got out executed in the 5G mid-band spectrum auction. They got out executed again here. And the only real wins they've been able to tout respectfully have been the handout that they got for FirstNet. And I think the stuff that they got out in in Hawaii, the extra additional spectrum need.
AWS.
But it's been handouts. They haven't out executed anybody. Oh, and of course, they're able to add customers and add lines because they give away stuff. They give away free phones to everybody. So I get it.
They have built a hell of a wireless network in terms of size.
That's true, and I agree. It just doesn't work as well as Verizon does.
And I still want to celebrate the fiber passings. They still have the most fiber miles run in the country.
That's debatable, but I understand.
Now it's legitimately debatable because of the
agreed
for sure. SMT Nation, it is time for me to introduce to you Aura. Give you guys an incredible suite of cybersecurity protections to keep everything that you do online safe, keeping you safe from identity theft, scams, online threats, including protections for your entire family. They offer pretty much a worry-free trial period. Obviously, the pricing is very competitive, starting at $12 per month. They've got one simple and easy app for you to use. They've got incredible features, $1 million in coverage, 24/7 expert fraud support, transparent pricing, the money-back guarantee at 60 days with a free trial, no strings attached. So with the odds of falling victim to an online crime being 1 in 4, this would change everything. Really should check them out. The financial fraud protection is worth its weight in gold. Help keep your kids protected within boundaries that you set forth for them. Proven to be the fastest, most reliable fraud alert system. And it's as simple as choosing your plan, simply setting up how you're enrolled, and then getting notified for all the things that it's monitoring. Start your free trial now. Use our link. It's down in the description, and it's also here on the screen, aura.com/Sneed. You guys can click the URL. It's hyperlinked down in the description. And again, it's up here on the screen, aura.com/Sneed. Protect yourself from all the digital threats that's out there in the world.